Hi people, we hope you are having an amazing day today. Over the years, there have been a lot of shocking moments in the Yellowstone universe shows. Some of them were simply surprising twists, some of them were devastating, and some of them were just overwhelming to take in. There was one scene, though, that combined all those feelings and made a name for itself as one of the most unforgettable incidents on modern-day TV. Elsa's death in 1883. Now that we are watching 1923, 40 years after her death, we cannot help but wonder what would have happened if she was still alive. Thankfully, we have some exciting theories that are simply fun to ponder. So without further ado, let's take a journey through a parallel universe in which Elsa is still alive and see how things would have been different from today. As you all know, Elsa died due to a misunderstanding as a Native American assumed her to be one of the invaders and shoot at her with an arrow. Although she made it to Montana, she couldn't survive seeing her family legacy grow in these new virgin lands. Instead, she had to be buried in the soil of the ranch and watch the family from above as the guiding anchor for the decades to come. If she has lived through, we believe not only the Duttons' legacy, but also the destiny of Montana in general would have been way different. The Duttons might even not have settled in Montana and instead moved to Oregon. But for the sake of this video, let's pretend they would still prefer to stay in Montana since the land's name is almost synonymous with the Duttons at this point. Before her untimely death, Elsa got married to a Native American man and woven to embrace the Native American culture as her own. In a way, she's become one of the first examples of an interracial marriage in the US, which was a taboo subject at the time. Even though she left her husband behind and continued her journey toward Montana with her family, she pledged to return once she sees her family settled. In our opinion, if she has lived, she would have truly assisted her family to build a life in Montana. Since she is a romantic at heart, she would be likely to return to her husband in a couple of years and solidify their marriage. That being said, we don't think the marriage would have lasted for long. Why? Because we believe Elsa would have wanted to return to the ranch at one point in her life and embrace her family, while her husband would have wanted to remain with his tribe. If Elsa was to convince her husband to come with her, though, that would be a true change in the Dutton lifestyle, as well as Montana's demographic outlook. Her husband would be a part of the Dutton, and yet continue to preserve and execute his Native American lifestyle. So he would have formed a unique bond with the local Native American tribes. In a way, he would act like a bridge between two groups and assist to form a much more inclusive Montana than we have in 1923. Another thing that would have changed if Elsa was to be alive is that she would have been the one who take care of her young brothers when their parents died. So Jacob and Cara might have never come to Montana to take over the ranch. Instead, we would have witnessed Elsa run the ranch up until her brothers come to an age to take care of the business. Of course, Elsa would have her own children as well, which might have raised the question of who will inherit the ranch. But it seems like Duttons don't have any problem sharing their property, so we don't think there would be a fight over inheritance between Elsa and her brothers. Since Elsa was in the ranch and she would have had her husband and children alongside her, we don't think Spencer would be required in the ranch. That's to say, Spencer might have spent his entire life in Africa in such a case, which would have changed his entire destiny. What else would have happened if Elsa was alive in your opinion? Do you think her death has changed everything for the Duttons? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.